Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Enhle Zondi. If you are a returning subscriber, welcome back, eFam. And if you are new to the family, you'd like to join the family, all you have to do is like, subscribe, comment, and share. So in today's video, first of all, what was that? Okay. First of all, as you can see, the lighting isn't really that good. I'm recording at night and my ring lights is not working. It decided to just act funny, and so I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna record without proper lighting. So when I turned 20 years old, there are certain promises that I made to myself in terms of the next decade of my life. So I have certain goals and promises that I made to myself concerning where I want to be by the time I'm 30 years old. So today I will be sharing some of the promises that I made to myself, not necessarily goals per se, but just promises that I want to keep to myself by the time I'm 30, and probably even well into like my mid 30s or 40s, and probably for as long as I'm still alive. So yeah, I think your 20s are such a crucial decade in your life, and this is where you're like really discovering yourself. And maybe by the time I'm like in my mid 20s, I would have been like, I don't think I want to do that anymore. Maybe I want to change my mind or whatever. But yeah, I'm really excited. So I thought, let me share some of these promises that I made to myself with you guys. I'm not going to share like those very personal ones, because those are like my promises and I don't need to like share them on the internet. I'll share some of these ones, and yeah, I hope you can just take them, learn from them, and also apply it to yourself. If you're in your 20s, I am 22 years old, so I'm hoping to have seen some of these things manifest by the time I'm 30, or have sort of like embraced that identity by the time I'm 30 years old. So let us get into it. So promise number one, I promise myself to be more intentional when it comes to saving and investing my money. I have already started, but honestly, like, I keep dipping into my savings account here and there, but like by the time I'm 30, I want to have reached a level of consistency. It's not even an amount that I want to save up to, but it's more of like a habit that I want to instill within myself of saving and investing. And yeah, that is my first promise to myself. I mean, financial diligence is very important in this day and age, especially in this economy. So yeah, I want to save, I want to invest. I've been looking into things like easy equities, like different accounts that I can invest into in the bank that I'm currently using. So yeah, just not only saving and investing, but also just having more financial literacy, like just knowing how to handle money. You know, I want to know how to do that, and I promise myself that I'll be more efficient in doing that. My second promise that I made to myself is to buy better quality clothing. Like, this is more of like a not so serious, like it's not that deep of a promise, but it is deep for me, okay? Because I literally used to buy clothing where like in the next like couple of weeks or even a month or so, like it'll be damaged or something. So this one is a very personal one for me. Like, I want to be able to buy like good quality clothing for myself. Like, yeah, it's not that deep for a lot of people, but not just clothing, but also like perfume, jewelry, and all of that. Like, I want to invest more into my appearance. Yeah, that's the second promise I'm making to myself, that I'll be investing a lot more in my appearance. I promise to put myself in platforms where I will be challenged to grow, or even just platforms where I will be more exposed, you know, because that's how you're gonna face your fears, you know, like just to put yourself, like volunteer in terms of public speaking, volunteering in terms of leading or taking part of a particular project. I promise myself to not shrink myself to those type of opportunities, because normally it's always like, okay, I'm just gonna let someone else take the lead. Sometimes I would take the lead, but then I think I wanna be like, okay, like I wanna be more intentional about it, because before it wasn't really a matter of me being intentional, it was just a matter of me being it by default. But now it's like, okay, I wanna be it. Like I wanna be that girl, you know? I promise to reach a certain level with my fitness journey. So this one is in particular to my body. Not that I have anything in particular that I'm insecure about on my body, but I want to be able to like look in the mirror and be like, wow, look at you, like you look so good. Like I want to be able to be fit and like get rid of my cellulite. Not that there's anything wrong with having cellulite, I just don't want it on my own body. I want to be able to look in the mirror and feel like, okay, and like feel good about myself, you know? So yeah, I making that promise to myself. I promise to never shrink myself anymore. Sometimes, like, especially in social gatherings, I sometimes I just shut down. Like my social battery it just goes like, you know, and normally when that happens, like that's when I go into my head. Now it's like, yes, I'm with people, but like I'm literally just in my head. Like I'm not enjoying the moment, I'm not laughing with people, I'm not like, you know, engaging with anyone. And so in social settings, like I want to be able to like hold down a conversation with someone and not be awkward, you know, because normally like I'm comfortable with talking to people who are like my friends, family, or whatever. Like if I'm used to you, I'll talk to you, but like I'm not really good in those type of settings when it's like people that I'm not really used to, you know. And so I want to be able to put myself out there, like talk to, like meet new people, like literally I want to be able to meet new people, you know. I promise to make the most of every opportunity that I get. I want to be able to literally give it my best, give it my all, not just my best. And because of that, I have made a promise to myself to die empty. And by that, I mean that when I came on earth, God has put certain gifts inside of me, and it is now my job to make sure that those gifts are released out into the world. And so I promise to make the most of every opportunity that I get to release that gift and just show up 100%, you know. Just keep showing up 100%, giving it your all. Like not giving like half-baked efforts. Like I don't like that. Like half-baked, half-cooked efforts. I don't want to be that girl anymore. Bye. This one is also another personal one for me. I promise to never lower my standards to anyone. Like I promise to never lower my standards. And by that, I'm talking about how I really believe that sometimes how people treat you, it's because you have allowed them to, like at some point you have created like an opportunity for them to act the way they act towards you, you know. And so I promise to like set boundaries so that you do not have, like I don't give you permission to do that. And if you still carry on, I'm gonna be serious about enforcing those boundaries, you know. So yeah, I don't want to lower my standards, and if this is the bar that I want to be respected on, this is how you're gonna address me. And mostly because I literally just used to let people say whatever they wanted to say to me, and sometimes I'll just like it out, sometimes I'll be angry, like, and be upset. But now it's a matter of I want to be serious about setting the standard of how you're gonna treat me. You're not gonna say that to me anymore. Like I'm not gonna be that. Actually, I had a conversation with Dr. Gama, who's a psychologist. Go back to my Instagram live and watch that whole Instagram discussion. She is absolutely amazing. She talks about reintroducing yourself, and basically what that entails is thinking of a much better version of you. Okay, I'm going ahead of myself, but thinking of a much better version of you. And when you introduce yourself to those people who knew you as a much lesser version of you, it's not necessarily you introducing a new you, it's you introducing who you have always been. But they were so used to getting a much lower version of you that that's who they want, because that's who they've always known to control. you know. Speaking of highest version of myself, that is promise number 9. All right, that is promise number 9. Sorry, I'm looking down because that's where I wrote. But promise number 9 is I promise to show up as the highest version of myself in any given situation. This is clearly I'm still working on this, because every day I need to envision who Enhle Zondi is, and then I begin to show up as her. And so I'm making a promise to myself that I will show up as the highest version of myself in any given situation. Okay, this last one, I want to flip the script by the time I'm 30 years old. I literally want to be able to look back and watch this video and be like, oh wow, so much has happened. I'm so proud of myself. I want to flip the script by the time I'm 30 and just be a totally different person. The way I think, the way I see people, the way, my relationship with God. I want to literally have fully stepped into my God-given identity. Okay, maybe not fully, because 30 is pretty young, but to somehow walk in that confidence a little bit, yeah, I literally just want to flip the scripts by the time I'm 30 years old. And I hope by the time I'm 30, if you're watching this, future Enhle, just know that I am putting in the work on my end, and I hope you also put in the work for 40-year-old Enhle as well. So yeah, thank you so much for watching my video. Please let me know what you guys think. Let me know the promises that you guys made to yourself. Just make sure that you like, subscribe, comment, and share. Bye.